Okay, I know I'm hitting you with these photos fast. This is just a sneak peek of what I'm working on. Stay tuned to the very end to see all of the finished pieces. Okay, super fast project going into the kiln. I just thought I would share it with you. I love using these molds. This one is a jewelry mold from, excuse me, Creative Paradise, CPI. This one is LF148, but it's just a little round jewelry mold. I've got it treated with zip. I also have these super fun Halloween or fall themed Murrini from Lori Moreno at Wilderness Glass. So this is a glow in the dark ghost. How fun is that? Candy corn you can't go wrong with. And then these skulls are really cool. So I'm gonna just quickly knock these out with my snappy chopper here. If you wanna know what this is, I've posted a separate video. I'll drop a link and you can go check that out. And then that's about it. I'm gonna put on my safety glasses and get these chopped up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fill this mold with these Murrini and fire it full fuse. Sometimes I cap this with clear Tecta that I've chopped up. I can't decide today. Let's just see how full these things get and what they look like. I may put a little Tecta on it, but then I'll put this in with a full fuse load that I've already got going in. When they come out, they'll make great you know, jewelry if you want for the Halloween, or a set of magnets or something. Just easy, quick sellers, lots of fun. I'll show them to you when they come out of the kiln. Okay, so after I chopped all these up with the snappy chopper, I started to fill my mold, and I'm just very careful as I'm placing them not to scrape up any of the zip that I have in the mold. This is a casting mold. I use zip for this mold, and you just have to be careful as you're placing this again not to scrape anything up. All right, I fired these in the kiln and they rock. Can you see these? Check out how cool they are. These are all the ones that are using the Murrini from Lori. I also used two pieces that I had from Tabitha, this kind of funky red flower that's really cool, and then this Day of the Dead skull, and I added a little bit of, I put black underneath it, and then I added a little dichro around it, so that's cool too. Now what can happen with some of these is that they can come out kind of on the thick side. Sorry, you see that all right? So they're kind of thick. This one in particular is really thick because I added a lot of glass to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean these up really well. They came right out of the mold, but I'm gonna clean them up well. I'm gonna put it back in the kiln with another full fuse load that I've got going on so that they just spread out a little bit and even out a little bit. And then I know kind of what the size is that I'm dealing with and can decide what to do with them from there. So back in for a full fuse. Okay, here they are out after a firing. I should have done some measurements, but I think you can tell how, you know, these really kind of spread out and got bigger. The others were not so thick, so there's not a lot of spread on them, maybe a little bit here and there, but they turned out great. So now, what do you do with them? Well, you can glue a magnet on the back. You could pop them into, you know, a bezel setting of some sort. You can put a jewelry bail on it. I think, I mean, if you want to drill a hole and you know, hang it as jewelry that way, I think, you know, something like a gold bail on that is really, really cool. I've even got, let's see here. These are kind of large, but I've got these like gunmetal, almost black kind of bails. Like that's a neat look, you know, on something that's darker like that. Maybe a little too big for this, I don't know. You know, kind of cool with the skulls. Look at the detail on those things. I'm just really smitten with how cool that is. I don't know if you could tell, I put a little translucent white in the spaces, so that's the white that you see in between once I filled up my mold. Just a little bit of translucent white frit to kind of give you know, closure, if you will, so that there weren't clear spots there. So anyway, lots of ideas. I suppose you could maybe even turn these into earrings, although they'd be a little big and heavy. But take it and run with it and do what you want to do with it. Rings, maybe? Find a jewelry setting and just go with it. Or again, put a magnet on it and you know, call it seasonal art. So hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Please subscribe to the channel. I got lots and lots and lots of content coming. I will drop links to Wilderness Glass and to Tabitha's Glass Emporium in the video notes. I will also put in my firing schedules. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, I went with the gunmetal bail and a black ball chain, and it's a really long 30-inch chain so that you could double it up. I think that looks kind of cool, kind of gothic. Here, I went blingy on this bezel. This one was a clearance item from Fire Mountain Gems. This was a ring setting that I got from Hobby Lobby. Super cheap, adjustable ring, easy breezy. Don't ask me about this bezel. This was from a manufacturer that no longer makes them, and I bought them out, so no source to point you to there. Here I just used a simple silver bail and a ribbon necklace, and I love the way these ghosts glow. That bubble right in the middle is kind of fun too. This one is just a simple gold-colored bail, and again, another ribbon necklace, which I think are cool. And in this one, I used a silver bail and a black satin chain with it.